I'm gonna go ahead, dab into my yellow and start from here, go up. Now I'm gonna go over some of these trees. Obviously, you know, we can paint around them. We fix those later. Alright, so let's just go ahead and drop some of this yellow in the horizon, and we can go over some of these trees. Let's see what happens when we put a transparent color over this green over here. Experiment. And bring this cat orange into our sky. Now these colors that I'm using are semi-transparent, so probably we have to go over them again. I want to, believe me or not, add another color to existing colors that we just went over, and that would be pink. I want to add some pink to my orange and bring it here. Let's see what happens. A touch of pink, not too much, just that much. You can't even appreciate it. Maybe we can drop a bit more. Maybe we can get away with a bit more. And maybe we can bring in some of that orange and red and go over some of these trees. Oh, look at that, I like that. The light shining through this tree. Wow, that's an idea. Maybe we can keep some of these trees in silhouette once we paint them. A bit more of that yellow down here. Now this is the time I really want to switch to my purple. Not much of the sky left, so let's bring that purplish color that we made, just like that, and we're gonna go ahead apply that onto the canvas. And some of that purple up there. We could bring blue. We could add touch of blue up there, you know. We can do it. Experiment. See what happens. Definitely you don't want to drop it down here because you're going to have green, but we can bring some of that blue that we have in the jar, apply it here. This tree will be fixed later on, and just blend it with the purple. That's, you know, it's a nice blend up there. Not bad. Back to purple and get a good blend. The blue and the purple. Some over here in between these trees, maybe it shows some of the sky. And we're gonna go ahead, get a good blend here, just like that, and then we're gonna bring our darker color here, darker orange I meant to say, and just go over it like that, very softly, get a good blend. Now you could pick up a rag, get the excess paint off of your brush, and then go ahead, blend it. You get a very soft blend over there. I don't know if you could appreciate on the video, on the camera. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but in person you see a very soft transition. That transition, when I started to paint back then many years ago, it would take me forever to create this, but now, to be honest with you, it's a piece of cake. That comes with practice. I'm still not where I want to be, but I can tell you, blending was a headache back then, but right now it's the easiest. You can do it too. Alright, so I decided to make this glow a bit lighter, so I'm gonna go over it with some yellow and orange. I'm just gonna blend the sky one more time. Now I'm gonna bring my purple and transition to blue eventually. And some of that purple again. Mix it in. Go very softly. I'm gonna clean my brush, get some more blue, get that orange off of my brush, and just come here and blend this area a bit and create a nice transition of colors over here. Just go over it softly and create a nice transition between blue, purple, orange, and yellow. That's a nice glow into the sky.
2 hours later.
Alright, so that's the sky for now. I'm gonna go ahead and paint those trees, but I'm gonna use different color than green, because in the sunset really, you can't use that green over there. And I'm gonna come over here, let me see, yeah. So I'm gonna come over here and paint my evergreen trees, but this time with this color and fan brush. And this is just the impression of some trees in the background. Even we may be able to get away with some yellowish where the glow is. And we're gonna have more trees over here, so this area is gonna be covered. So just right here, we're gonna bring some impression of trees. We don't have to paint every pine needles way in the distance. Maybe as they get closer to us rather, we drop in a bit more details, and at the bottom I'm gonna go a bit darker and bring my red and umber, just like that. The paint is moist, it's wet, so it will give you a good blend. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of that paint over here as well, just for now. We will see what we're gonna do with it later on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just tap with my fan brush, just tapping and getting a good blend with this dark and lighter value. So the bottom is going to be darker, the top is going to be a bit lighter as it catches the sunlight. Much better, I think, than green in a sunsetty landscape. It doesn't make sense. And again, bringing in some darker value for these trees. And really the taller one. Maybe we can drop in some lighter value for the top. And continue painting this tree. And at this stage, I'm even bringing in some raw umber and dropping some raw umber over here, maybe for the shadow area. Then with darker color, which is red and brown raw umber, I'm gonna come here and drop in a few trees here. Now this is closer to us, so let's go taller. Now I'm gonna bring some more umber, and even maybe I can bring in some black. Now we're gonna have more trees. I guess we're gonna have more trees here. So this tree is gonna be one of the trees that are further back, and we're gonna have taller trees over here. So gotta go ahead and drop in some dark and create some contrast with those trees over there. I don't want to cover all that work that we did over there, so maybe we're gonna bring this tree a bit, change the shape a bit. Work this dark into this tree, and as we move to the top of the tree, bring in more brown. give some character to these pine needles and branches. These trees are way into the distance, so we're not going to appreciate much details, just to tell the viewer that they are there and they're catching that sunset light. Maybe a bit of that yellow and orange over here as well. Just like that. Some impression of light. I'm gonna go ahead, drop another tree over here, and this one is going to be a bit darker, and then as we move to the foreground we can get away with some green. Maybe we can mix in some purple with our green and bring in some greenish value. So another sunsetty looking evergreen tree. Now later on we can go ahead and use a liner brush and drop in some highlights, some backlight hitting these trees. We can do that later. All the way down here. Now these are the background trees, so we're gonna have more vegetation, more details in here. We don't have to go ahead and go crazy with details for these trees, just the shapes for now. And maybe a bit more details here, a bit more here.